Lesson 318. In me salvation's means and end are one.
Hi there. Today, let's finally understand where to truly seek salvation. How about we stop being misled by external influences and instead channel our efforts and focus towards the only place where they will truly be effective? Let's explore what Lesson 318 has to teach us about this.
In me salvation's means and end are one. In me, God's Holy Son, are reconciled all parts of heaven's plan to save the world. What could conflict, when all the parts have but one purpose and one aim? How could there be a single part that stands alone, or one of more or less importance than the rest? I am the means by which God's Son is saved, because salvation's purpose is to find the sinlessness that God has placed in me. I was created as the thing I seek. I am the goal the world is searching for. I am God's Son, His one eternal love. I am salvation's means and end as well.
Let me today, my Father, take the role you offer me in your request that I accept atonement for myself. For thus does what is thereby reconciled in me become as surely reconciled to you.
In other words, today's lesson invites us to embrace an awe-inspiring truth. Within each of us lies the potential to bring about salvation, not just for ourselves but for the entire world. It suggests that we are intrinsically connected to a divine plan aimed at the ultimate redemption and happiness of everyone. Yet, this lesson has another implication. Our world constantly nudges us to find happiness in so many things. Material wealth, career success, relationships, cultural or intellectual achievements, peer admiration, and even in certain books, schools of thought, or spiritual groups. All these things share one common trait: they are all outside of us. Here's where today's lesson comes in.
In me salvation's means and end are one.
This means that salvation is not only within us, but also that we ourselves are the instruments to achieve it. How revolutionary is that? How life-transforming. Once we accept this truth, how could the next shiny thing be marketed to us? Should we fall for any promise that an advertised object could make us feel better? Should we believe that workshops or events have the power to transform us? Should we feel vulnerable to the actions of those who might leave us, betray us, judge us, or the like? Of course, we can enjoy any material or spiritual treats we encounter in our earthly experience, and we can relish our connections with other people too. Yet, we should never confuse these, which might even be blessings, with our very own salvation. It's never the case to seek salvation outside of ourselves, nor to look for the means to salvation externally. In fact, salvation is not about changing ourselves, but rather about remembering who we are. Let's become the instrument of our own salvation today. Let's be one, shedding all those parts of us that seem to pull us in different directions. When we recognize their illusory nature, they lose their hold on our awareness and just fade away. What remains is the reconciliation of all parts that make up who we are, God's Holy Son, and the reconciliation of our perceived separation from God. We remember who we truly are, and that is the salvation for which we are both the means and the end. Put differently and on another level, each of us plays a unique role in the world's salvation, but it's always through forgiveness that we fulfill our main function and heal our minds from the perceived separation from God. Salvation is an internal process, an inward journey that starts within each of us. But by pursuing our purpose and ultimate goal, we not only find our own healing but also contribute to the world's salvation. So, today, let's commit to this role in healing our perception and ourself. As we do this, we extend healing to the world around us. We become the bridge through which salvation flows from our divine source to the world. Or, if you wish, explained in another way, as we reconcile the different illusory parts within us, we mirror this reconciliation outside of us. We remember who we are.
In me salvation's means and end are one.
In me, salvation's means and end are one.
In me, salvation's means and end are one.
Isn't that a powerful realization? How inspiring it is to know that we are both the means and the end of salvation, and we don't have to look any further, especially not outside ourselves. How will this change the way you navigate your life? Continue your morning and evening practices, and also remind yourself of this idea every hour, keeping it close to your heart. Whenever temptation lures you into thinking that salvation can be found outside of yourself, simply remember and silently repeat.
In me, salvation's means and end are one.
You're doing an incredible job. Every step you take on this path weaves into a larger beautiful tapestry of healing and love. See you tomorrow for another insightful lesson. Just a quick reminder, we're currently exploring the section titled, What is the Last Judgment? If you haven't watched the introduction to this section yet, be sure to click on the video link that will pop up on your screen shortly. Quick note before you go. Let's take a moment to appreciate the generosity of those who have supported these videos. It's their contributions that make these daily lessons possible. Please consider joining them. And thank you for being a part of this community of miracle workers.
There's a lot of love behind these videos. If you enjoyed what you watched, please give it a like and leave a comment. And don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell. We have a new lesson every day.